So as I talked about yesterday, this week there was that hearing in Georgia with whether or not Fani Willis was corrupted by hiring the man she was dating, Nathan Wade, to be a fellow prosecutor. And it could not have gone worse for the Republicans that were trying to prove somehow that Fani Willis is corrupt. As I mentioned, the attorney they were questioning on the stand, a man by the name of Terrence Bradley, who happens to be the former law partner of Nathan Wade, also served as his divorce lawyer. But Mr. Bradley got up on the stand and they were asking him like, oh, so you said they started dating in 2019? And he's like, yeah, I was just guessing. I really have no idea. I don't know when they started dating. I was speculating is the word he used, but that's just a fancy word for saying I just made it up. I don't know. Who knows anything, really? So it was a very bad day for Republicans. But Donald Trump somehow didn't seem to think it was that bad for him, because Donald Trump got on Truth Social this week. Even though their case fell apart in court that day, he still declared victory. Here is what Trump said on Truth Social. The fact that Fani Willis and lover Wade unquestionably started their relationship before the beginning of their fake case that was brought against me and many others would unequivocally mean, according to virtually all legal experts and scholars, that this case is over. Whew. Okay, so a lot to unpack here, right? First of all, the fact that you say it's unequivocally proven that it started before she was appointed. It was unequivocally proven that the guy who originally said that lied. That's what came out of that hearing this week. He lied. He guessed. He has no idea and no evidence to back up that date. So you're immediately starting off with a huge big lie that shows either one, you actually weren't paying attention to what happened that day, or two, you know what happened, you know how bad it is, and you're trying to convince your idiot base that, oh, he didn't say what he said. So, yeah, you're totally wrong about that. Second of all, even if their relationship began all the way back in the year 2000, it doesn't change a single fact in the case. Now, I will concede 100% that this is a bad look for Fani Willis and the DA's office as a whole. But for her, this was a huge misstep. She could have had a bright future ahead of her, but this probably kills that to a very large degree. And that's very disappointing. I think she's a very skilled and talented prosecutor. This was a dumb thing to do. There is no other way to slice it. But at the same time, it's not illegal. It's not legally unethical. Like, it's not something you could get ethically charged with in terms of, bar violations, things like that. But most importantly, it doesn't change any of the facts in the case. None of it. Fani Willis could be sleeping with every fellow prosecutor. She could be sleeping with the defense lawyers if she wanted to. None of that would change any of the facts of the case. So for Trump to say, like, clearly this is over, it proves it's corrupt. No, it doesn't. Like, how? For the love of God, can somebody, next time you talk to Donald Trump in an interview, ask him, like, well, how does that actually corrupt the case? If Fani Willis and this man were in fact dating, how does that change the evidence against you? How does that change the findings of the grand jury that investigated this for over a year? How does that change what the grand jury did if these two were dating? Nobody will be able to answer that question for you because it doesn't change anything. So yes, again, Fani Willis shouldn't have done this. That was a huge misstep on her part. But does it actually change any of the work that she did leading up to this point? The answer, to quote Trump unequivocally, is no, it does not. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.